You've been on the road again, as the little song says.
I think I've been on the road since I've seen you. Really?
Boy, that was 1970 or something.
Yeah.
68 maybe, and 70.
I sort of got on the treadmill and didn't get off back then, except for Michael's film, which kept me up in Montana for 6 months.
Yeah, you were in a real, you were, what, in northern Montana, almost on the border?
Yeah, up by Glacier National Park, and it was, well, I felt like a POW when I came home. We had been away so long. Kalispell, Montana is where I stayed.
Yeah.
But it was, got a good film out of it, and a big chunk of my life.
Is there any trouble surviving, having to know what to do with your time when you're stuck up there? It sounds like beautiful country. I don't think I would mind it, but some people.
Fortunately, we were working so damn hard, I didn't have to think about it. 6 days a week, and we had to drive 2.5 hours each way to work.
Yeah.
And it was mainly just going to sleep, getting up and working. So.
Kris, when you're on the road playing, I mean, you know, are you in one of those buses like in the movie with Diane Cannon and?
I didn't see that one.
The big bus with the Betamax and booze and everything you could possibly want.
we got a Betamax. It's a little more of a family act though. I got my little girl, Casey, who's 6. Sometimes my 18-year-old daughter and son, and from my first marriage. But it's not life in the fast lane, really. We have movies and stuff on the. At least this summer. Back when I knew you before, it was something like that. When I was drinking a couple of bottles of whiskey a day, and
how did your liver get through all that?
Probably like a football. I don't know.
You're reformed some now, aren't you?
Yeah, I haven't had a drink in over 4 years. It was 4 years in September, but getting the chemicals out of the system helped. It helped the road anyway.
Yeah, I'm glad you weren't one of the casualties of that time.
Me too.
Yeah.
Says it keeps getting better, but I found that, you know, whereas the road for a long time, it felt like I'd gotten on a sort of a roller coaster I didn't know how to get out of. I feel more or less like I got off without pain now, you know, because like you say, a lot of our friends didn't survive, and now, well, like Billy Swan and some of the guys in the band and I will take off and run, you know, during the lunch break when they stop the bus, and they'll catch up with us 10 miles down the road, you know, and we're all healthy and communicating with each other, and it's
physical fitness was not your middle name back then.
I could barely make it from the green room to your room.
To the studio, to the set. It seems to be a kind of family feeling among the country western people, that they. I always have this feeling that they like each other, that they help each other out, that there's a kind of camaraderie that maybe you don't find in other parts of the performing arts somehow.
I think you're right, and I feel real lucky that I did my sort of apprentice thing there, because there was a camaraderie or whatever you call it. It was like Mickey Newbury would pitch my songs and I'd pitch his, you know, or Shel Silverstein's, or we all felt it was us against them, sort of, them being whoever it is that buys the stuff, but got a lot of help from people like the established stars too, like Johnny Cash and.
How would a Johnny Cash help you? Was that go back to the time when you were a janitor, weren't you, in Nashville?
Yeah, that's how I met him.
He's been a helicopter pilot. How many things have you been that I failed to mention? Only about half a dozen.
Yeah, well, a lot of them you don't want to mention on the air, but.
Can you hear?
I'll try to speak up a little bit.
Okay.
No, how many things I've been, I don't know, but I think it's, for what I'm doing right now, it was perfect background, since I didn't have formal training in performing. or acting, you know, to be able to go to the well of experience, you know, with all the being a Gandhi dancer or a construction worker or whatever, or a scholar, you know, or whatever. It's enables me to do that little jump of faith better. But I just want, you mentioned John, I just remembered, I got a telegram from him today about the screening thing, and you're talking about how they're kind of family there. He says, "Dear Kris, June and I wanted to attend the private screening of Heaven's Gate tomorrow night, but we thought it was going to be tonight. Since it's tomorrow night, we won't." This is a telegram. We won't be able to. We won't be able to be there because we're on our way to Jamaica. We're going to take about 10 days away from it all there. June and I did a 2020 show talking about you. Hope we didn't say anything stupid. Good luck on the film. You look great on the Good Morning America this morning. Thanks for mentioning my name. You still look older than I do. Did you ever try color back? Just look at Ronald Reagan, your friend Johnny Cash.
That's nice.
I will say that one.
Yeah, he writes telegram that sounds like a letter, doesn't he?
Longer than mine.
Yeah. It must be hard for you to put together all these times in your life. If you could do a quick cut montage of you in so many different stages, and it would be just amazing. I know this is an old idea about you, but I can never put together with what I know I can never see you sitting around Oxford at tea in a literary salon with
I don't think
other
I ever did.
Oxonians. Do you think you ever did that while you were there?
I went to some sherry parties, maybe. I don't think that I probably looked like sitting around at tea.
What about
the study's pretty independent over there. You're pretty much on your own, and I'd already gone to 4 years of college here, so I was pretty set in my ways.
Hey, do I have it right that you were destined at one point to teach English at West Point, or that was set for you to come back and teach English Lit or something at West Point?
That was my assignment, but I never did go there. I got out of the Army instead. My commitment was up. And I never intended to be a teacher. I think I'd have been a lousy one. It was a scary jump at the time because it was a lot more secure than anything I had going for me at the age of 29, you know.
Well, how'd you make the break from Oxford? Now, that's supposed to be a kind of warm atmosphere of the cozy campus and so on. You'd think that... I guess what I'm asking, since I have trouble making decisions like that, was it one night you said to yourself, it's over, that's it, I'm packing up and getting out tomorrow?
Well, you mean from just the, I mean, I couldn't stay there forever. You mean just from being from Oxford, from being a Rhodes Scholar and whatever?
Yeah, to just make that break.
I think it was a question of, I've often asked myself the same question because probably if I had to do it today, I'd be too old and scared to do it. But
too conservative? Yeah.
But it's really a gamble, you know, to go into anything as risky as songwriting. And everybody, even the people in Nashville, thought I was out of my gourd because they had met me as a captain. My wife had met me as a Rhodes Scholar, college graduate, and suddenly she's married to a janitor, you know. And it was hard. It wasn't hard for me to accept so much because I loved what I was doing so much, but it was very hard on those around me who didn't share the love for creating these songs, because it wasn't like I was going out and writing a novel or winning a Pulitzer Prize or getting a cancer cure or being Secretary of State or something. But I am not at all sorry. I think it saved my life. And of course, I've been lucky with it since. I've been successful beyond my wildest dreams. You know, I didn't think there was that much success to be had.
When you made the Streisand film, the public got a lot of got the idea that it was one long battle from time to time, and that there was supposed to be an incident where one of this kind of microphone, I think, picked up a few words exchanged backstage.
Yeah, that was between me and John. It was unfortunate, but
but I gather you came out of that as friends.
Yeah, there there were battles. It's more like, I think a lot of the reason that that's all they talked about then was that not only are a lot of people gunning for Barbara Streisand, but it's more interesting to write about troubles that you're having on a set than to say, well, they're real peaceful again today and they got along good, you know. And the fights that we had were for the right reasons. It was like, I think everybody was trying to protect the integrity of what we were doing. You know, like she had a vision of what she wanted the film to be, and I had an idea of what I wanted to bring to it, you know, and to represent. I felt I was representing people like Janis and Jimi Hendrix and a lot of the casualties like we were talking about. And I feel nothing but gratitude for the whole experience. In fact, Barbara just called me up too.
Oh yeah?
Saying the same thing as John, in effect. You know, good luck and go get them.
Yeah.
Which is, I thought was real
Nice.
sweet. Yeah. And I saw the film recently on TV, and I think it holds up. All the critics didn't, but